I want to take a moment to talk about the numerology and some of the deeper insight around what is happening with this new moon in Aries. We have seven celestial bodies that are lining up in Aries in a way that we haven't seen in our lifetime. And rumor has it, we haven't seen in 20,000 years. Now, if we were to go back to that time, that would have been the age of Gemini. That would have been hunter gatherer type of times where we were living in caves, we were dreaming, we were piecing things together. It was essentially a time of Genesis, a time where we had to resource and think differently, not only to survive, but to really find more meaning into the root of why we're here. What does it mean to be human? What does it mean to come together as community? Further, the number seven symbolizes this idea of being on the right track, keep going. In Tarot, card number seven is the Chariot. Aries is also very much the energy of being in the driver's seat. Now, what's interesting is the Chariot is always depicted as one driver. So one person moving things forward, but they're doing it from the space of making impact. They're doing it because some idea clicked for them. They're doing it because it represents some way, somehow their legacy. We are in a 1 year right now. 2026 is one. Aries, once again, first sign of the zodiac. So when we look at these energetic dynamics that are happening in the way that they are, it makes us see that this is truly a reset, and it's not something to fear about, but recognize that we are more on track than we realize. And with Uranus moving into Gemini next week, it is going to also ask us to reimagine possibility. The last time we've seen this was about 80 years ago. And we have to realize that with astrology, it's not about repeating patterns. It's about looking at them in the current reality that we're in. Also, the last time Uranus and Gemini were together was the age of Pisces, where we were looking to leadership. We were looking to people outside of us to give us insight, to tell us what to do. We are now in the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is saying, you know what to do, but you have to be willing to go there. You have to be willing to own who you are in this iteration of yourself. You're going to have to be willing to leave behind old identities that had to do and that were associated with the past, with the old age, and truly embrace this new one. So, in a lot of ways, this feels like uncharted waters. It feels like you're losing control. But if anything, you're actually gaining more of it. And so, the more willing you are to be resourced within yourself, the more willing you are to lean on the tools, the more willing you are to open up your heart to love, pathways are going to start to appear. Timelines are going to begin to emerge. Things are going to make sense in a